All right, this is just some guy named Jay, and you're listening to the Blast Cast, and this is part two of the DJ Todd Bladz interview. How you doing, DJ Todd Bladz?
Back in the building, man. It feels lovely to be on here, man. It's an honor to be talking to all of y'all out there for sure. Being down with my thing right here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now we were talking earlier. You mentioned about Facebook. You said it's not really in your opinion, not really a good place to really do business as far as the music business. Correct?
Right. And, I say that because the problem with Facebook here is, man, you got so many cats doing it. You know what I mean? Now, when it first came out, Facebook was like the creme out of creme, starting out and getting your music heard, getting it out there, getting it whatever. However, a lot of people that's on Facebook are either artists, strippers, you know what I'm saying, or it's some kind of alternative lifestyle that's off the chain, or it's always something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
However, it's so oversaturated at this point now that when you come out with something or you're trying to promote it or whatever, it's mostly all the same people you already know anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, blowing you up. That's why you're getting these 14,000 hits or these 10,000 hits, because these are most of the people that's from your hometown. And, you can always go in there and make a whole different name on Facebook. It ain't got to be the same name. You come back on, I know people that got 3 different pages on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, technically you might be like getting 14,000. That 14,000 might consist of maybe 1,000 people with all different kind of names. You feel what I'm saying? So, it ain't really giving you no real numbers, you know what I'm saying, on who really like you and who don't, what they love about the music, what they don't. Now, what I did do, though, on Facebook, I started something called the Feedback Channel. And the Feedback Channel, and along with the Rocket Room and Love or Hate groups that I started, was to give people real life people to listen to their music, hear the music, and decide whether they liked it or not. Giving real criticism, even going ham on them, like you sound like, whatever. A lot of the Feedback Channel really got a lot of push. However, a lot of people don't comment as I do or as other people do. And, you get some heated debates in there, too. You know what I'm saying? You got managers, you got promoters, you got all kind of people that's in there. So I wanted to give people an idea of like, yo, man, come here, come to these groups. The Rocket Room is more just like promoting yourself, whether it's, you're a promoter, you're an artist, or you're an artist, as in, drawings and stuff like that. But the Feedback Channel is about showing your musical talent, your art, your graphic design talent, all that, and getting real feedback and listening to what people like or dislike. That's how you test market your product. You know what I'm saying? And knowing what you can do to change it, or what you don't need to do to change it. But you getting that real live feedback. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been, doing as far as on Facebook. But as far as like really promoting yourself, I think Reverb Nation is the place to go.
Okay.
Real talk.
Definitely, Reverb Nation. Now getting back to the Feedback Channel on Facebook, the group. Is there anybody in that group who's really been hitting hard, like really been hitting home runs, and just like the people just love every time they post something, everybody just jumps on? Is there any stars in the Feedback Channel?
I could say this in the Feedback Channel. Nah, you ain't got no stars in there. And the reason why I say that is because ain't too many people commenting on the same person all the time. He drops something in there. Because a lot of cats don't drop stuff in there because they're fear of, they don't really want to get that real live information back. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't want to hear that you sound whack, man, especially because they think they've been working on their career for years and years and years, as they say. And then when they get somebody to really tell them what their talent needs to be changed or improved, they get salty. And what that problem shows is that you can't take criticism on any level.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, man, I'd rather someone to tell me the truth than to lie to my face. Because how do you improve yourself if somebody keeps lying to you?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or keep saying that they love you, yeah. But then when you get on that stage, you get bruised. Now your feelings hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare yourself. I say prepare yourself now and get the truth now before you suffer the consequences later. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? And you end up spending thousands in promoting and marketing and campaigning only to find out that the audience and the target demographic that you're going after doesn't like your music. Now all that money just went to waste. And you just wasted your catalog. You know what I'm saying? And now you trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. What I'm going to do next. Oh, man, they ain't feeling me. Man, them people don't know what they talking about. Well, you got to remember, these are the people that's buying your music, man.
Exactly.
Well, what you think they was going to do? You know what I'm saying? What you think they was going to say? Everybody ain't going to agree with you. Everybody ain't going to say you the dopest. Everybody ain't going to say you the greatest. You know what I'm saying? However, at least you got that feedback to realize, okay, now how do I need more? You start out with a small group of people of different races, cultures, different backgrounds, and do what Barry Gordy been doing for the last decade. You know what I'm saying? And take and have, before he put out a song, he would have a room full of people and listen to the song. After they don't record it and everything, and before he puts it out, he asked them, how many of y'all buy this song? And if it ain't enough people, they go right back in there and redo the whole thing. That's knowing your product, man.
Exactly.
That's test marketing. Nobody don't do that no more. You know what they do? Record labels say, oh, he sounds good enough. They put all this push behind it. They put all this mess behind it. Next thing you know, they throwing it in the, they throw it out there, and if it don't make no money, guess what the record label gonna do to you? You gotta pay back all that loan money, bro, that they gave you for your overhead. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think cats realize that when you sign with a record label, that don't mean that you the dopest and that means you made it. Nah, bro, that means you gotta work even harder now, because you gotta pay back the bank, which is the label, all the money that they invest in you to blow up. But if you don't blow up, guess what's going to happen? The bank going to come to collect. So you working at Burger King, McDonald's, whatever fast food restaurant, factory job, and they garnishing your wages because you owe the record label $100,000 that you ain't going to even pay off, and that's going to go to your kids or whoever else in your family that got to pick up that debt. You feel me? So better to learn now and know what your market is for your music than for you to find out later and suffer the consequences.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So let me ask you. You know, like with the knowledge that you have, I know you got a lot of it from from reading and doing research. Where did like the bulk of a lot of your knowledge come from? Within the music industry and things like that. And do you have any like good recommendations or anything like that? Bless you.
Well, to answer the first part of your question, what ended up happening, how I got on the road of knowing the knowledge was, I was just like other artists. I was just rapping at first when I was younger, and I was on this whole rap thing, and then I didn't know nothing about the game. You know what I'm saying? A friend of mine from high school gave me a book. He gave me the first book I read was Things You Need to Know About the Music Business, written by this lawyer. So I read that one. I wasn't a big reader until I started reading this book. I read it from cover to cover. Did not know a whole lot of stuff. And when I did find out that, I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? This deep. Then he introduced me to one of the biggest, the holy grail of the music business, I think personally, is the book by Kashif, Everything You Need to Know About the Music Business. Okay. If you don't have that book in your library, then you need to get that book in your library. Kashif is a guy who's been in the entertainment business for years. He did music with Aretha Franklin. He done music with a whole lot of big names. You know what I'm saying? But what he does is he breaks down everything. And not only does he break down everything, he also gives you a artificial contract. Even the wordplay that's used in the contracts. It tell you things that happen to him throughout the industry, things he had to go through. He don't mention people by name because he's protecting privacy, but then need to know. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really got me started on the actual knowledge. And then from there, you know, I went ahead and got into more reading, doing some research on some other things, became resourceful in that, and then finally the last step was I went to college for 2 years and came out with a bachelor's degree in business. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know a lot of people say that, well, that don't add up how you get a bachelor's degree. Well, I went to a school called Full Sail University, and that's where I got my bachelor's degree at. It's one of them alternative schools, quick, you know, go through online type of thing, and I decided, yo, if I'm going to do this, let me go ahead and learn this and get the piece of paper to back me up saying that I know this, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And pretty much from that standpoint, that took me, elevated me to giving advice to cats and letting them know what's really going on out here versus that, you know, well, you know, just that chewing gum information, you know what I'm saying? They don't, you know, that's how I look at information. You either get the gum or you get the chewing gum. The chewing gum is the information that they done chewed on, spit out, put it back in their mouth, chewed on it again, and handed it to you after, you know, taking all the flavor out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it ain't the regular gum where it ain't being chewed, it ain't the brand new gum. You get that other chewing gum mess. And after it's been chewed up, disbowed, and all that stuff, you ain't getting the right information. So you getting pieces and little bits of the information. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Not the whole information.
That's a
you know
good, it's a good metaphor.
Yeah, it's just like, it's all filtered before you even get it. You know what I'm saying? So information is key to the elements of you becoming what you want to be in this industry or any industry you choose to be in. Information is always being key. Because that's what runs the world for real. It's information.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn something, go out there and learn it, man. I don't care how much time it takes. I know I was one of the cats who didn't want to do it either. When they said, well, it'll take you these many years and that many. Yo, man, trust me when I tell you, take the time out, especially if you're young or something. Take the time out in your teens to learn it now so it can give you the foundations you need for later. Because these dudes out here, they will rape you. They will take everything from you, man. And you just don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But before you know it, you sign on a contract, that's the end of that's your whole life. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I go, man.
Now, let me ask you, have you had any experience, I know you say you started out, you know, rapping yourself, and then, you know, you kind of branched, you know, went into the behind the scenes aspect of the music industry. Have you personally had any kind of experience that just really whooped you, and you're like, oh my God, you know, I need to learn, I need to, you know, has anything happened to you where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. I need to learn from this, so next time this won't happen again, or you know, some, you know, like that.
I definitely got something. Definitely, what happened to me was never go into negotiation with anybody without a contract. Yeah. Don't take a handshake or word of mouth for no reason under any circumstances. Don't ever do that. Yeah. The reason why I say that is because people have a tendency to basically take advantage of your kindness, you know what I'm saying? And never allow people to collect your money through their friends, family, or anything. I think the worst scenario I ever been through is when I helped fund, and I was not just so much fun, I was an investor along with someone else to invest in doing something that would make us both money. And however, I got played because that person took and ran off with the money. But because I thought I could trust this person turned out to be a person I couldn't trust. And then went on to say that I lied and everything. I stole all the money. I never took the money, you know what I'm saying? It was a joint equal venture between the both of us. And the worst person you can really get played by is a female when it comes to that, man. Females are good at seduction, man. If you a guy or even if you're a female on female, because you know, you got all this, you know, I like women now syndrome, you know what I'm saying? And you got all that, you know what I'm what I'm saying, going on. Nothing against y'all rainbow people. Trust me, I got nothing against y'all. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes at the end of the day, people use that to their advantage to take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And they can get ahead of you. People will use every advantage. Remember, man, when you sit across the table just because y'all homeboys, y'all cool, when it comes to money, any kind of money or increase in their status of life, man, your best friend becomes your worst enemy, man.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you get cats that will tell you, yeah, man, I got your back, and turn around, this guy taking your bread. You know what I'm saying? And will try to either fight you or accuse you of wrongdoing. So therefore, what you have to do to protect yourself, get it on paper. It don't cost nothing to go down to the DMV, because, you know, DMVs have what they call, what's the word I'm looking for, people who can legally certify your paperwork for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A notary person. You can go to any notary in your state, city, or wherever you at, and you can go to a driver's license place and just ask them, do you have a notary? And all they're going to do is ask you for your ID. They're going to ask you for the person who's going to sign the paperwork with you. They're going to ask for their ID. They're going to stamp it. Y'all both sign it. They stamp it, and it's a legal document. That easy, bro.
Yeah. The banks do it too, you know?
So you don't have to go through the whole nonsense of it. Just get it done, man. Just type it up, put your thoughts on paper, take it to a lawyer, pay $20 for some advice. Sometimes they give you free consultation. Make sure all your paperwork is in order. Then you take it down to any license bureau or something like that. Look for like I said, a notary, and that's all you got to do, man. It's just that simple.
Exactly, because a lot of artists get intimidated by things like this because it's not expensive to do to do these things, like to talk to a lawyer. It's not, you know.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's not at all. Lawyers only charging you more money because they want to try to make it seem like it's more to it than that. You know what I mean? It ain't more to it than that, because all he gonna do is take it down the hall to his notary, and they gonna notarize it. It's just that simple.
Exactly.
That's all they gonna do, and it makes it automatically a legal document. You keep a copy, they keep a copy. You know what I'm saying? And when you ready to sue them or something, you go to small claims, you take the document with you.
Exactly.
This is what they agreed upon. Here's the seal of the state that you govern in, and that's it. And the law that governs that contract in that state is going to determine whether or not that person owes you damages and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it takes, man. People don't get, I see people this all the time, man. Do not get scared of contracts. If you don't understand a contract, you tell that person, give me about a week. Take that contract to a lawyer and let them read it, so that you will know what the wording is in the contract. You feel me? I even suggest that whenever I sign paperwork with anybody, I tell them, I want you to take this document, and I want you to go let a lawyer look it over. You know what I mean? So you don't feel like you're getting played.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That also builds a sense of trust between you and that person, because don't really nobody tell you to do that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if your client can trust you off that, who's to say they won't come to you again and be like, yo, this is a guy I can trust. And next thing you know, you eating Thanksgiving dinner at his house. You know what I'm saying? Or kicking it with him, you know, on the 4th of July or something, because he know he can trust you, and he know you ain't trying to stab him in his back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Now don't get me wrong, that's not the all that be all trustworthy thing, but it does set up that bridge for trust. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you gotta do, man. Don't be afraid to read that paperwork, and don't be afraid to draw up paperwork. You know what I'm saying? People get nervous when you say contracts and stuff. That's called a protection, so that you don't do me and I can't do you over. You know what I mean? That's all it boils down to. It's just business, man.
Exactly. And these artists, like, they have like big intellectual property that you need to, you know, hold on to, and somebody can just snatch it, you know?
Yeah, and it happens more often than you think, man. Really more often than you think. You gotta protect your property. That's your thoughts. That's your idea. You gotta protect it. I guarantee you, if you don't, somebody gonna rob you, bro. And they gonna rob you good. Cause they don't take for somebody. If you go to the lab, you let 1,000 people hear your music. They don't take no time for somebody to take bootleg your music, sell your music, do all kind of things with your music, and license it to other people and copyright it under their name. That's how easy it is to get a copyright, man. Mm-hmm. It's that easy. It's that easy. Pay your money, send it off. Once it's sent off, it's automatically heading towards the copyright office. You might as well consider it being copywritten. However, do not do the poor man copyright. Under no circumstances, do not do the poor man copyright. I guarantee you will not hold up in the court of law. I don't care what anybody tell you. I don't care what these fools tell me they got a post date on it or whatever. Because the first thing the judge is going to ask you, man, I need to see your stamp for the copyrights. Where is your copyright certificate for this piece of work? Mm-hmm. If you don't have that and you say, well, I did the poor man's copyright, well, how do I know that's copyrighted? Because it's in this envelope. Well, can you open the envelope? Well, guess what? You just violated the copyright because you just opened the envelope.
Exactly. You know, that
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's an urban legend, you know, the poor man's way and all.
You know? Right. It may have worked 20, 30 years ago. Who knows? I don't know who. It may have worked then, but that don't fly in today's law, man. Trust me. You need to have paperwork, bro. Mm-hmm. Paperwork.
Exactly. I agree.
You got enough money to get some brand new Jordans, bro. You can spend $45 to $65 on copyright.
Oh yeah. And also too, touching on the part where people spend money on, like artists spend, they don't want to invest. It seems like they don't want to invest in their career, but they want to invest in other things. Like it's guys like, you know, I mean, I know you want to have your fun, you want to drink at the bar and, you know, get your weed or whatever, but I mean, but you could be putting that into what you do. You know, they don't want to buy beats,
right.
They don't want to buy promotional services, they don't do none of that stuff, but they want everybody to buy their CD though, you know, but they don't want to spend money.
I don't get it myself, man. I'm totally lost when it comes to that, man. I really am. I am totally lost on that, man. Like, dude, what's wrong with you, man? What part of the planet you living on here? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You realize it's a dog-eat-dog world, right? So, if that's the case, why wouldn't you spend the money on your product versus spending it on trying to look good for somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
You know, and another thing I wanted to touch on too. You said earlier, one of the people that that got over on you was a female.
Right.
And I'm kind of passionate about this kind of thing because have you ever heard of Tom Likas? Ever heard of he's a West Coast radio guy named Tom Likas?
I heard of it, but not too familiar with it though.
Okay, yeah, like he talks about like how a lot of things women do that are just straight up scandalous, and I've fell victim to, you know, women doing scandalous stuff too, and it's kind of like we've been brought up and raised in this society that we aren't like oh, women are sweet innocent flowers, they can do no wrong, and you know, and women, they're the sweet mothers of the earth, and and women know that, so they use that like they know you're not going to think that they're a suspect. So that gives them, you know, so that's why it's easy for them to do their dirt, you know. But when a guy is, say what? Yeah, but like a guy, it's like if we meet a new guy, you know, we're suspicious off bat. Like, oh, who is this dude? You know, I don't know this dude. Like, who are you? But a female, she come in there batting her eyelashes and come in there all feminine and sweet talking and really got a knife behind her back, you know. But we let our guard down because we've been like raised and kind of brainwashed to believe that women are not capable of doing dirty like that. But oh, believe me, they are, you know.
Right. I would say, like, I think it's more of a lust problem. We got a lust problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That too. I think. Yo, go ahead.
I say it like this, to keep it 100, most of the times when we see a female that's coming in, let's keep it 100, man. If she dressed like a video vixen and she talking business,
we're
willing to give her anything she wants because all we trying to do is lay down with her.
Exactly.
Get seen with her.
Exactly.
Or trying to kick it with her. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Once you done did all that, let's say, you know, the woman, you already kicked it with her, she's one of them promiscuous women who don't care. Okay, fine, I'll let you get a taste and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Well, once that effect wears off, you're moving on to the next woman. You know what I mean? I think it ain't so much the woman's fault. I think it's our problem because we're so busy trying to look at it in a lustful way.
Yeah.
We're not looking at it in an objective way. This is a person of business.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to use everything she has to persuade you to do something crazy that's out of the norm and get you from not thinking. You feel me?
Yeah.
So what that means you need to do as a man is not think, oh man, I'm gonna get with that. I'm gonna taste that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You got to look at it from another angle. This is a person. This is a, and you got it worse with her because she's using not only her womanly charms on you, but she's dressing in a provocative way to bust your mind to make you want her. Where you losing focus on the business at hand. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't her fault. She's just doing what's comes natural to her. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And you can't get. I gonna say you can't get mad for a shark for biting you. That's what they do as sharks.
Exactly, man. If you gonna sit there, if you going up to a lion and think you gonna pat him on the head and he gonna nod your hand off, then you a fool.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Yeah,
you ain't gonna walk up to a monkey and think the monkey, oh, he cute and furry till he slings some poop in your face and then you mad. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So your best bet is handle business as business and stop trying to get down with every female you come across because there's some females that don't even use all that and you ain't even in the slightest interest in her like that. You know what I mean? Right. Exactly. You gotta handle business with business. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, don't be all attitude about it. Don't be all brick about it, man. You ain't got to be brick. You ain't got to act like you from the streets. You ain't got to act like you whore. Be mature about every situation. Because you don't know where these people might land at in your future that can help you along the way, man. You know what I'm saying? So treat them with respect. And even if they come at you disrespectful, be like, look, explain to them. Look, man, you ain't got to come at me like that. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it, let's keep it business. You don't need to be like that. You know what I mean? But if you know what I'm saying, if that person wants to be, negative, then you let them be negative. You can't change people's personality. You only can worry about your personality. But if you react to what they are doing, then all it's going to do is damage you. Because in the end, you don't know where this person going to be. And you don't know what they was going through last week or the week before. Their family member might have got killed. And that's why they got this attitude today. You know what I'm saying? So treat it like with comfort food. You know what I'm saying? When somebody's sick, you don't give them solid foods. You give them soup, right?
Exactly.
To help them get over their stuff. So that's how you treat every situation. You treat people as they come, man. And so, if you know they're going to attack, you be on the defensive. Then if they on the defensive, then you attack. I give you a quote from a movie, man. I don't know if you remember the movie Fresh. Samuel L. Jackson was in the movie and he was teaching his son how to play chess. But what people didn't realize what he was conveying to his son was how to live life. You know what I'm saying? Through the chessboard. And some of the things he would say to him, he asked him, am I an attacking man or am I a defensive man? And his son looked at him, he couldn't answer the question. He said, that's right, I'm neither. You know what I'm saying? He said, if you're a cautious man, I'm going to bring you into dangerous waters. If you're a person that attacks, then I'm going to be defensive. If you know what I'm saying? And, you got to treat every situation different. However, it's still a game.
Oh, yeah, because you can't use the same.
You got to look at it as it's still a game. Even if though there's different players sitting across from you, there is still the game that they have to play, that you got to play. So therefore, move accordingly, man. Just like on the chessboard, move accordingly. It ain't so much to know how to move the pieces, it's also know how to strategize so that you trying to take out this person's king. And all the king is they defensive. You know what I'm saying? You trying to make them to where they gonna need you before you need them.
Exactly. I love the way you put that. You know, because you can't fix every problem in your house with the same tool. You know, you might need a wrench. Yeah, you know, you might need a wrench for something. You might need a hammer for something. That hammer don't fix what a wrench can do. The wrench, you know, you gotta, you know. So that's the same thing with the people in the industry. So you know, somebody is coming at you this way, you need to come that way. Somebody coming at you from the, you know, you gotta have your different strategy. You know.
Right. If they the screw, you be the bolt. If they the bolt, you be the screw. You feel me? If they're a nail, you be the hammer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You just gotta. If they the hammer, you be the nail. You handle the situation to where it draws them into you, not you into them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's the whole. That's chess in a nutshell, man.